Hello, my name is Tony, and welcome back to another episode of AthosCraft. It has been a while since I've done any recording, and I apologize to those who have probably been wondering where I've been and what I've been up to. Things have been kind of rough over in my place for a little while, and recording has been a little bit difficult, and I've also not been playing Minecraft for a little bit also, so haven't been able to been on much and do a lot of things. However, I'm back now. We're going to be doing some more Minecraft goodness, and there's some catching up we need to do. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown as much as I can of the past events that happened over the last 2 months or so. So let's get on with that. So first up is the end. As you can see, we have a lot of towers all demolished and destroyed here, and you probably noticed that there's a lot of end portals now currently active. I believe we have about 10, possibly 11, I can't remember the exact number, but I know that we did a lot of dragon fights back in the end of March, and I do have a video on that, and I plan to do something special with that, because I kind of want to just move forward with the videos from now on. So I'll be uploading a few side videos just of little fun little things such as the dragon fights for your viewing pleasure. Next up on our stop is Hunt. So, as you probably may remember in a previous episode of mine, this was a game by myself and RC where you had to try and kill one of us in some kind of trap or something. So you couldn't use PvP per se unless it was in the Anarchy district. But yeah, you had to use some kind of trap to kill us, and to the first person who kills one of us gets all the diamonds up top there, which you notice have all now been claimed and replaced with, I think that's blue concrete now, and that's basically what the diamond pile essentially looked like actually at the end there, which was pretty nutty. Now, this game actually went on for quite a while actually, to be fair. The first half of the game actually only lasted about 2 weeks. Now, I say first half because basically no one actually killed either myself or RC, and it actually turned out that RC actually died by his own accord, so I actually won my diamonds back, so woo, I'm happy about that. But because no one had killed either myself or RC yet, the game had to still keep going on. So the game went on, and on, and on. So, you know, eventually there was a winner, but we'll get to that in due course. Over at the minigame district, you may remember that I had planned to do a Easter egg hunt. Well, this is what it came about from that. Thanks to the help of Blem and a few other people, I think Falling Star helped out with this, RC did. We ended up making a giant basket. RC ended up making this very cool rabbit. I'm not sure about the mustache though, I don't think that was there originally. I also did this rabbit here, and I I do not appreciate the mustache, whoever put that there. But yes, and we also made these cool little eggs everywhere as well, with a nice sign here as well. So over inside here, we had an area where people can deposit the Easter eggs that they find. And then we've got Mr. Jeb the sheep, representing Easter. So I think, if I remember correctly, the winner of this one was actually Navy. He won this one. Close following was RC, then followed by Atlas, wherever she may be over here. There you go. And that was a lot of fun. I had quite some fun hiding all the eggs, and people didn't actually find all of them in the end. So of the 12 stacks of eggs I actually did hide, only about 8 stacks of them actually end up getting found in the end. So in the world, there's maybe still around 3.5 to 4 stacks of eggs possibly in the world. So I look forward to seeing if people find any more and letting me know where they may be. Or there's a possibility that when this world ever comes available for download, that they'll still be here for people to find also. So who knows? So coming to near the end of April, Blem decided to host a little competition of his own regarding building of trees. So the theme here was you had to use a sapling for the main build, and people basically came up with some very creative ideas. So You've got like one here. This is like a reflection of the tree, which is really cool. This one opens up a little secret passageway door. I can't remember which is the right button again, but there you go. Got like a cool statue here. There's a house here. You've got my one here, which is like a offering to the sapling, which I thought was kind of funny. Then you got this one here, which looks like it's like a corrupt tree, which is kind of cool. This one is gas build, and looks like the Enderman is eating the tree. I can't 100% sure know what this one's all about. Then you got this one, very destructive looking one here by Gold. And then you have this one over here, which is a bit of a parkour by RC. So the idea is you start in here and go down and do the parkour, and you get a little prize at the end. And there's also up here as well, I think. You can do that as well. So yeah, pretty good stuff. I believe the winners of this did all get some prizes. I can't remember who the winners were again. I think Atlas was one of them. I think maybe Biggles was another. I can't remember who exactly won this again. But yeah, this was pretty good fun to actually do as well. And this only lasted about a week actually as well. So going back to Hunt for a moment, there was actually a number of clips I managed to record of the attempts that people tried to do of killing me, which I think for another special video like with the dragon fights, I will put that out for people to watch in due time also. Regarding Hunt though, me and RC decided near the end of April that we needed to wrap things up. It was coming a bit too long, and we were fearing for our lives far too much. So we came out here to the Anarchy District, and we end up building a fort over here. Now I don't want to spoil too much in here, because you'll be able to see some of the cool things in here when you watch the video that I'll be posting out for this also. However, we basically made a fort for ourselves, and up to this point here, this is a hidden door, and one of these activates this door leading into the secret area. So yeah, and we ended up hiding out here for a little while, and in the end Gold actually came in and finished us off, which was pretty good fun actually. So be sure to check that out when I bring out the video in due time. So bringing everything into May now, things had started dying down a little bit on the server. However, one of our members, Sola, had begun doing YouTube videos. I'll be sure to put a link to his channel in the description below, and you'll be able to check him out. Hopefully I'm not spoiling too much by actually being here for you. I'm glad that he's joined to be a part of the YouTube gang of ours, and I hope to see some really cool videos from him in the near future also. He's been doing some great content so far, and I can only assume that he will do even better. So to wrap things up with the events that had been going on in AthosCraft, we have the pixel art competition. Now I got all these Endermen here, kind of somewhat in the way, making it a little bit difficult to see what's going on. However, these are all over there, and basically people have been making very cool things. Now, not obviously everyone has made things. I actually have my spot up there, and because I kind of went away from the game for a while, I didn't really get a chance to do much with that. But I'll probably come back and do something else, but obviously not for the competition. But as you can see, people have been making some really cool banners with pixel arts. Really good. Now this went on for basically about a month or so. So we're actually wrapping things up with this right now as we speak. Actually, there's a vote going on, which let's head over to that right now. So down beneath the main building in the shopping district, we have this voting area. So all the banners that people have made are now up and available for voting. And how it works is that you take 3 bits of sugar, you name it your name along with first, second and third place, and then you have to then decide who you just want to be as your first, second or third place positions, and then they'll get the points accordingly. And the vote, obviously, as you're probably watching this video now, the vote would have already been casted, and I'll probably have a video up next time to reveal who actually won the competition. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and think about who I want to vote for, so I'll be back in just a moment. And I think that mostly wraps up the events on the server as they pertain to the last 2 months. Now, for those of you who may have been observant about what's been going on the server, you may have noticed there's a bit of a mayor campaign thing going on at the moment right now. Now there's only really 2 banners mostly have been placed around everywhere, which has been made by both Biggles and RC. Biggles obviously made his own posters, which actually let's have a little look at these 2 posters, shall we? Okay, so here we go. Here's 2 posters side by side to one another. As you can see, Biggles has made his one over here, the Vote Biggles for Mayor, and here's RC's one that he made for me, the Star Power Vote Tony. Obviously, you guys watching need to vote for me. Come on now, we can't let Biggles win. We can't let Biggles win. Well, actually, it's not so much Biggles we need to worry about. Actually, to be honest, there's a 3rd contender actually, which let's have a look at the AthosCraft Herald. And as you can see, so we've got Biggles, myself, and you've got Sola. Sola is also another contender for mayor. Now, what are we running for mayor for? Well, we're running for the rights to control the shopping district. So basically, as mayor, we'll have the deciding vote on how things are to run in the shopping district, and what rules and stuff we wish to have in place, and just generally deciding on some things, because one contender is the battle between mycelium and grass. You seem to have those who favour the grass, and you seem to have those who favour the mycelium. Now, obviously, this isn't exactly a representation of who represents what. Like, I'm in no way necessarily saying I represent the mycelium, but I'm also not saying I represent the grass. I think, though, someone like Garth has been interested in wanting to bring grass into the shopping district, and there have been others. Obviously, these LOL signs, as you can see, this is Garth, because he was having fun with the whole grass versus mycelium. As you can see, it's also over here as well. It's spreading. It's spreading. Also, other things that are of potential interest as well is things like iBuy. Now, iBuy is such a good store. I like it. However, it's a bit close to the building here, as people have pointed out. It's almost like someone has parked their truck here, right in front of the camp here, and yeah. So it's a great store, but I think many are like looking to possibly maybe have his store moved and relocated. Who knows? Do keep in mind, this is a server. We're not trying to be mean to anyone. We're not trying to single anyone out, but it just something fun that we like to do. And we would not move anything or do anything to people's plots and lands if they really did not want it. We're civilized. We're kind to one another. We'll work things out and do things that pleases everybody. But obviously, we like to stir up trouble every now and again, don't we, people? Speaking of people who like to stir up trouble, this is what RC ended up making. Yeah. So for the mayor campaign, he ended up making a statue of me, which, by the way, I need to get up in the air here quickly. Just look how well made this is. This is so good. I mean, obviously, maybe I'm a bit biased here because it's essentially my character. It's great. I love it. But I think it's still fantastic, actually, honestly, even if it wasn't necessarily my character. The fact that he went through this, and he did this in like an 8-hour sitting, just like one day, just boom, and there it was, overnight. It was crazy. And then over here, inside, got a little office of sorts with a little seating area. It's really good. I don't know if we'll be able to do more with this. I have to kind of maybe talk with RC, because he is my manager for this, my campaign manager. So obviously we'll be working together closely, and he'll be helping me to plan out our mayor campaign, and I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll win this campaign for sure. Who knows? So I think that pretty much wraps up things with the events as they are leading up to now. I thought I'd just bring you to my modern house. I've cleared up a lot of the front out here, and on the inside I've done a little bit of decoration and laid out some things here. I've got a nice kitchen now. Still needs a bit more work, honestly. And then I got this hallway here done a little bit as well. Still got some other things I need to work out, so I need to work out this garage here. If we take a look upstairs here, not much has really been done up here as well. I need to sort out a few things around here. But also downstairs over here, if we head down, oh, and here's an Easter egg left over that I left in my house. No one found it. But yeah, this is my basement of the modern district, and I figured since it's in the basement, I didn't really need to make it very modern. So I've chosen my favorite block in the game, stone brick. So yes, this is where I'm holding most of my storage area. I picked out some of the sort of highly used and found items and placed them in here, and I still got a little bit that I need to sort out here, and then over here will be the overflow of just random goodies I need to eventually sort out and deal with. But yes, and that's going to be it for today. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully next time we'll have some more progress done with the mayor campaign. There's going to be some other cool things that I'd like to get on and work with as well. And also you can look forward over the next few weeks some little bonus videos where I'll have the dragon fights that you'll be able to watch. There'll also be the videos of the attempts on my life with the traps, which is kind of fun. Some of those were pretty close. And then also the finale of Hunt, where myself and RC battle it out with Gold in a triumphant end, where Gold eventually defeats us. So that's all that to look forward to, and I'd like to bid you guys adieu, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.